I know there are parents watching, and they get concerned about what their kids are doing. What advice would you give parents of kids to how to talk to kids about their careers and jobs? What's something would be useful?
Well, I think one thing that is always useful is for parents to listen to their kids and, well, tell me what kinds of things you are enjoying doing. You know, why do you like that? Do you like the people? Or you like the activity? What are you doing there that's fun? What are you doing that's fun? And I would never ask them, what are you going to be when you grow up?
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't hurt to talk about interests of things that you like to do and things that are fun to do. But the other thing I would say is make sure your kid gets a job. Because you learn so much when you're working. And yeah, but that won't be a very good job. Maybe a dishwasher at McDonald's. Mm-hmm. So what? It's a job. It pays money. You have a chance to experience what it's like to work with other people and to get along with other people. And you learn what the boss likes to see. See, the boss wants to see happy customers. So if you're a dishwasher, you want to make sure all those plates are clean. And if you're serving hamburgers over the counter, you want to make sure that you make the customers feel welcome. Mm-hmm. And
you probably learn a lot about yourself too, right? What you're good at,
what you're good at, what you're not so good at, what you need to learn to be better. And you might even go up to the boss and say, you know, I'm kind of wondering what kind of problems you have here, being the manager here at this outfit. What could I do to be of more help to you? Mm-hmm. So this is a way of learning firsthand what it's like to work. Mm-hmm. And you have to, in order to really be a good employee, you have to add value to a company or an outfit, an organization. You have to give them more than they pay you, because otherwise they're not going to pay you. The only reason they pay you is because you're doing something valuable for them. You have to know what is valuable for them.
Okay. How about, although I'm sure this is somewhat related, advice you'd give to career counselors? So, you know, maybe a mistake they make or something to help people who are coming to them for guidance.
Well, yes, I do have some advice.
I thought you would.
But I'm sure you're already doing it, Steve, in your work. You see, I don't think we should be trying to help people make a career decision. See, that's not, that is, for 100 years, that has been the job of career counselors, is to have people make a career decision in advance. See, I think what you should be helping people do is, let's help you find some work that you will enjoy and have fun doing. Mm-hmm. Now, you may not want to do it next week or next month or next year, but it's something to get you started. And let's figure out what kind of questions you should ask once you get that job. And but it might depend on what the job is. So let's work on finding you some kind of work to do. It could be volunteer work. Maybe you could go to the Red Cross and volunteer your services. You know, the earthquake in Haiti is providing opportunity for people to do a whole bunch of things that they have had no idea that they would ever do in their whole life.
So again, it's more, I'm getting the sense from you, it's more of an adventure, trying things on,
yes,
not overly judging them, being open. Is that what
exactly. Getting out there and doing things and meeting people and helping people and keeping your eyes open for alternatives all the time. So
let me ask you a question about the person in mid-career, okay? Because I run into this as a career coach. Someone who's maybe in their 40s, they've been doing what they've been doing for maybe 20 years. They're not completely happy with it. They have some pressure of a family. How can they best use happenstance? I kind of understand it from the beginning as a young person how to do that, but when they're out in the middle, how would you say they go about using this methodology to find something else and be able to still take care of business, you know?
Well, people often get trapped into a job because they feel they need to have the money to pay the mortgage, and they get trapped that way, and at least they feel trapped. But you know, the same general principles apply. See, even say a guy in his mid-40s and he's working for some bank, let us say, as a manager for one of the things, and he said, "Oh gosh, I really hate doing this." Well, he should be keeping his eyes open for options too. Maybe there are some other kinds of jobs in that same company. Maybe there are other banks that could use his experience. But he has to let people know, in a subtle way sometimes, that he is open to alternatives, and that if he needs a certain level of income, why, then that's part of one of the things that he's looking for. Maybe he wouldn't want to take something that he'd have to take a 50% cut in pay. But that's his personal choice, because there's some people that are willing to take a 50% cut in pay in order to get out of this work that they hate. This is personal choice, see? And the career counselor can be a personal counselor as well as a career counselor, because you get people to talk about all of the factors that are influencing their lives.
In fact, in one of your recent articles, you were talking about transitions, that a career counselor could help people through multiple sorts of transitions.
Exactly. Exactly, and I think career counselors should. I don't think they should confine their work just to talking about jobs.
Yeah, and I was thinking one way for them to experiment is maybe to do something on the weekends, or try something in spare time when not fully commit to it, or maybe when they're on, if they can take an extended vacation, something where you're trying it out before you fully commit.
Yes, that's one of the bits of advice is try out, test your dream, one step at a time. Sure, weekends is a good way to do it, part-time. If you're interested in teaching, you might want to volunteer to teach a course about banking at the adult education school.
Yeah, or volunteer to train maybe some...
Yeah, or train some neophytes in the field.
So how about passion? You have a section in your book where you talk about cultivating passion for work, or there's a lot of people that are... Does this fit in the same way that you try to stay open for possibilities? How do you get the passion for work?
Well, all right, how do you get a passion for work? Okay, I have a passion for my work now. Because, why do I have a passion? Because I think it's important, and because I'm having fun doing it. I get invited to talk on TV shows with interesting people like you. So I am having a ball, and I have a passion now for my work. But did I have it when I started? No. See, I think that the mistake is that you think you should have a passion. See? And I think a passion is learned from what you do and how you feel about what you do after you do it for a while. So you build a passion, you learn a passion, you don't start with a passion. And
you make some course corrections along the way. Part of being open is, I don't quite like this. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, course corrections all the way along the way. You don't have to make a gigantic leap into a completely new field.
Well, you know what? The time flew by. I had more questions for you, but we're going to have you back yet a third time. Maybe not 4 years from now, like the last, or was it 5? Thank you so much for being on the show.
It's fun. It's fun talking with you, Steve.
I really enjoyed talking with you as well. Thank you for watching You're Hired. If you have any input for us about this show or suggestions for future shows, questions about jobs and careers, feel free to email me at steve@bayareacareercoach.com. Again, it's steve@bayareacareercoach.com. Do check out the website for the 12 keys to getting a great job. Sign up for my free career newsletter, find out about career coaching. And also we have the contact information for all the people that have been on the show, and we want them to buy the book, right? Luck is No Accident, Making the Most of Happenstance in Your Life and Career. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you next time on You're Hired. Thank you so much, John, for being on the show. I was also going to ask you about people later in life as they're looking to make the transition, but I guess it would be more of the same.
It is more.